Today is the day that I get to put some seeds in the ground. Yay! So I'm gonna do that real quick. It won't take very long. Maybe we'll time ourselves. That'll be fun. So let me see. I'll click back on in a minute after I grab the T-post. I'll click back on and tell you what time it is. In 9 minutes. While I've been looking around for stuff. It's been 9 minutes. I'm repeating myself because I forgot we're doing real time. Wanted to get where you could see me. This is probably the stupidest thing ever, but I'm committed now, so I'm just gonna go with it. I do know I probably want some permanent shade that I can just pull back and forth, but you know, I haven't even got my seeds planted. So 16 minutes to do something that I know I shouldn't even post online because everybody's gonna say, that's just gonna fall on you and you're gonna get hurt. And they're probably right. But I got shade. I'm gonna plant now. Today is planting day, finally. I've been doing all the infrastructure stuff to build all of my beds because I just got a late start. So I am gonna be doing direct sowing, and today is the day that I get to put some seeds in the ground. Yay! The high today is 90 and it is already 2 o'clock. I've been doing some other things this morning, but I don't have my big goofy hat. I keep leaving it in the truck or in the car, whichever vehicle I'm in. It's in the other one. So I need some shade because it is hot and I'm fair skinned. I finally remembered to wear my long sleeve shirt though, so that's good. But here we go. Hot, blazing sun, shade. So therefore, first order of business is making a temporary shade. I've got all my things here. These little clips, can y'all see? These little clips are from Dollar Tree. They're garden clips. I've got twisty ties. I've got a Harbor Freight drop cloth for paint, and I'm gonna use a trick that I learned to tie it up and make a canopy tarp out of it so that I can have a little bit of shade while my garden beds are in direct sun. I bought several of these and later they might end up being used as shade cloth covers whenever it gets super hot, but I want it to be something I can put up and take down. So I'm going to get my T-post over there, and what you do, I'll show you in a minute, but you find some pebbles. There's always plenty of pebbles in West Texas. Those are actually from concrete, but this is the kind of West Texas pebbles we usually have, which is cleachy rocks. Anyway, you get, or I even used acorns for my lakeside house because we have a oak tree and massive amount of acorns. So I thought they might sprout, but they never did. Anyway, you get the corner, you put the rock in it, you tie a little string. That's what I'm gonna use. Twine is really good, or paracord. I'm gonna use these because that's what I have here. And then there you go. You attach it to the T-post or any other kind of structure that's solid and will not blow away in the wind, and got shade. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It won't take very long. Maybe we'll time ourselves. That'll be fun. So let me see. I'll click back on in a minute after I grab the T-post. I'll click back on and tell you what time it is. All right, I gathered all my supplies. It is exactly 3 o'clock already. So I've got to get started. This is the drop cloth here. I'm just gonna get out. All my 4 corners are right there together. The only other supplies I needed to grab was the wire cutter, since I have wire instead of string. So you just get the rock, get your corner. I want it on this side. Put your rock in the corner. Try to remember how to do it. There. Okay. I remembered. All right. Get your rock. Put it in the corner. I want the seams on the outside, so I'm going to put it on the inside corner. And then you just make a little ball around it. Put your wire around it, or string or twine or whatever you have. Cut it to length. And twist it up. It's like a little ghosty or a snowman. So then whenever you pull on it, it stays put. And then you connect this to whatever it is that you're wanting to attach it to. I got my big rusty T-post here. These are not lightweight and they're heavy, and this is probably not optimal for me using reoccurringly, because I'd have to lug them all around and stick them in the dirt and make big old make big old holes in my newly planted grass and such. But it'll work for today, maybe. We'll see. So I'm going to do the other 4 corners. That was one corner. Rock. Twisty tie. I don't think I got him in there down deep enough. I'm just going around once. Oops. Apparently if you pull these too tight, the wire stuff coating comes off, so be careful not to do that. It's always an adventure learning a new way to do something. Alrighty, that's 2. Rock. Twisty tie. Don't pull too tight. Tug. Didn't tug this one, did I? There we go. 3 and 4. Quit throwing stuff on the ground. I'm trying to hurry since I'm being timed. I started the video 4 minutes ago. Now, that's it. The fun part will be attaching them to the post. Because they're heavy, I think I'm going to put them where I want them before I try to attach them. Tug. Alrighty. Got these, hoping I could just temporarily attach them. So I'm going to go over here and measure out where I want my shade. I'm going to carry y'all with me. It might get a little bouncy, you know, because we're being timed and stuff. Got to be like transparent and honest. So here we go. Gonna take 2 of these things. Put y'all in the shade so maybe you can see a little bit better. This is the garden I'm gonna work in today. The ladies are out. Let's see what we got. This is 4 foot by 12 foot. It's longer than it is wide, isn't it? I could cut it in half. But I don't want to cut it in half. I don't have any of those things that you push down to set pipe. I don't have any here. That might work. In 9 minutes. Well, I've been looking around for stuff. It's been 9 minutes. I'm repeating myself because I forgot we're doing real time. Wanted to get where you could see me. This is probably the stupidest thing ever, but I'm committed now, so I'm just gonna go with it. I do know I probably want some permanent shade that I can just pull back and forth, but you know, I haven't even got my seeds planted. So one thing at a time. Just FYI, the reason I don't have the big, what do you call those, canopy tarps that you pull out, they're a pain in the butt to move for me. And I don't want to tear up the dirt that I just worked so hard on. There's baby grass in here that hadn't sprouted yet. I shouldn't even be walking on it. Anyway, back to it. "16 minutes to do something that I know I shouldn't even post online because everybody's gonna say, that's just gonna fall on you and you're gonna get hurt." And they're probably right. But I got shade. I'm gonna plant now. I just wanted to fly in here real quick and let y'all know what Tony's been up to. He did get the carport gates put up and they look amazing. He lined them up perfectly. He also tilled this area by his workshop for me. That's where our skyscraper sunflowers go, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. This is the original garden plan design that I had laid out, and all the plants that are going into the plum tree guild. Once I started planting, it did change just a little bit, but after I'm done, I will redo the plan and get it down on paper for y'all. Okay, I finally got half of the plum tree guild planted. There is the blackberry baby cakes around it. I put some pretty flower, I don't know how to say, anemone or something, and then I put chives in between. Over here we have comfrey. Well, comfrey is underneath the jug. I have lupine. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I have. Lupine is here. Cinnamon basil around here. Lemon balm here. Snapdragon here. And marigolds here. I am most concerned about the snapdragons because it said surface sow. What I did is I dug down twice as deep as what it recommended, maybe even a little deeper, and put the seed in, and then I put the seed starter on top of it. So all these little patches with the perlite is the seed starter. the wind is picking up and it's fixing to get ready to storm tonight and tomorrow. So I'm going to put the thin cover over it. I had originally planned on putting down straw or the burlap sacks, but with these tiny little bitty things, it's just, they would be too dark and too heavy. So I'm gonna put the mesh curtains and pray for the best. I was wrong about the weather. It's not supposed to rain until next Wednesday, thankfully. I almost turned back around a few times to go put more protection over the snapdragons. It was crazy to me that some of these things were surface sown. I guess that's why people start them in greenhouses, because otherwise how would the winds not just blow them away? Or if it rained, they would just get washed away. Anyway, I am happy that we got this down, and it's going to be sunshiny for another week to help get them established before the rain does come.